All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is day 793 on my journey to 2000, where I play a game of chess every day. Put it on YouTube for folks to watch. Track my progress on chess.com. Currently rated 1374 after a win yesterday. And boy, I kind of needed that win. Even though I made a couple of mistakes, I hung with it and never really lost the advantage. And my opponent made a blunder there towards the end of the middle and resigned shortly thereafter. So I'll take those resignations all day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the kind words that I'm receiving directly to me and on the games that I win. It's interesting to see the sentiment of the comments on days that I lose and the sentiment of the comments on days that I win. But it's reassuring to see that the majority, well, I would say 100% of the messages that I get directly sent to me are kind and positive. So the attention that you're seeking with the trolling and the negativity, I hope you get it. I hope it gives you some solace. Hope you can sleep at night. And if this channel allows you to funnel that energy towards me and not to anybody else for the rest of the day, hey, maybe we all need a little chess with Patrick punching bag every once in a while. Bring it on. Let's see who I'm playing today. Ah, yes, Marco Banchero. Marco Banchero. It's been suggested that I learn a new opening other than the Grand Prix. Folks do not like this F-pawn push. So I've been meaning to switch up some openings anyways. So I might start with how I combat the Sicilian. I think people are right in the sense that I do have a losing streak when playing against the Sicilian. This just happens to be just one of the first openings that I happened to learn for the Sicilian as white. And I always get confused as to when to push these pawns, when to get the queen over. And so I'll either figure out a new way to play the Sicilian or study this opening a little bit more. I'm going to push this one to see if I can break open the center here. Or not the center, but the pawn structure here. If I take, they're going to take back here. There is also no threat. So sometimes when I'm in the Sicilian, I go queen out and then they take here and there's a discovered attack on my queen. I don't think I'm in any danger here. But I'll get my queen out and see they take, I'm okay losing the pawn, I think, because of this open file against their king. So the idea that I have is this knight protects this pawn, so if I can get rid of it, block the attack on the queen, that forces this exchange. Marco Banchero, 1380 out of Italy. The other thing about the Sicilian or the Grand Prix here is at some point does make sense to stop attack on the king side and shift gears towards queen side, but I don't know if this is that game. I might be able to make something work here. This, and I'm gonna fork. I'm gonna give this a go. Obviously their knight is under attack, so they can move it here. But then I think if I do this, they take. No, because they've got this knight here that can still defend this. Let's see here, and then if I go there, take, and then I can get knight up. That could be good. Okay, I didn't see them going to that square. Wait, do I still win here? This? Take, take. take, 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 but then they've got take. But then I've got this. Yeah. Let's do this. It's getting crowded up here. Okay, so bishop can't go anywhere. Take, take, take. That's good. Push and attack the queen. Queen is then out of commission entirely. It's gonna have to retreat here, here, and then there's nowhere for it to go. That might be my move. And it does close off this, it traps this pawn in. So if queen moves, and then I can take, yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, but they take, okay, never mind. Whew. Here, take, take. If they take here, then I can move my knight up. Let's see if I take. That saves this piece. We can have like a tactic here too that I should probably should have thought about. Although here, this square is covered by the knight, so I might be able to maneuver out of there. But on the attack side, I've got this, and this is mate. So even if they take here, I take here, I'm still threatening mate. could attack the bishop, but then again, I mean the rook, but then again I've got mate in 2 really, because there's no way for them to defend against it. I think taking here might actually be the best move, because it doesn't free up this H-file. If they take here, what's the move? I mean, I could push, but that bishop can go anywhere. Okay, so they take. Interesting. Alright, so I take here. And they're gonna push. That's what they're gonna do. Bishop's going to be stuck there. Okay, I'll take it. I think they have to. This is almost forced, right? Unless they turn a check, but okay, here, check. No, that doesn't do anything. Alright, so I retreat. Here, everything's covered. Not a threat because I can take here. I think my next move might be a little rook lift here. Or king up. King up, then the rooks stay connected. Okay. Well, they get rid of that. This helps in getting my rook up. Can they dislodge my queen? I don't think so. Queen up, king up. Rook over, take this. Or rook over, take this. I don't see a problem with rook over to g3 quite yet. It does lose a defender on this pawn, but I've got the queen here. Now there's another attacker, so so I've got two defenders here. I'm wondering if this is the move, but if check, I take, they take. Let's check. So there's getting the king off this diagonal, so there is no check with tempo. And it does allow for this rook to come over, but it pins my rook. Now, is there a way for them to put pressure on the pin? No. If here they've got the pin, so take, 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 take. That's even material. Or I go here. Could also get a knight action get in here. Yeah. Just gonna I think I gotta get my rook over. They can check, 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 and get the tempo. But I think I'll be able to maneuver around the checks. Definitely don't want to pin my queen. So here. Checked here. I can here, but there's safe places, I think. If they don't check, then I've got. Yeah, I think oh shoot. Okay. I'm losing time. It's not good. I gotta get rid of that queen. just not run out of time. I just gotta not run out of time. Oh! Stop! 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 Why? This is horrible. This was a win. No, snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Bed flop. All of the above are correct. Get merged with that bed flop. Chalky kerfuffle. We should all buy the same. I know. The time got to me. All right, let's check out the review here. Boy, oh boy. Two blunders, 0 misses, 5 mistakes. My opponent had 0 blunders, 3 misses, 2 mistakes. Oh, forgot to say thank you for the game, Margot Banchero. Let's go through it here. It's games like these where the Sicilian or the Grand Prix against the Sicilian, I have a hard time abandoning it because I made good moves throughout the opening up until move 14, and I had a generally good pressure on black almost the entire game until this pawn push. There was a better move. So the bishop to h6 prevents the pawn from coming out. There's a few ways that black can play this. Black can play knight h5 here, and I can take. Or a6 is interesting too. The best move would be knight g5, and if e takes, then knight goes here. But they go knight to h5, which does allow me to put pressure on the knight, and then a mistake here, which allows me to play the best move. I was proud of the way I thought that this move through. The best move there, reinforce the bishop. Great move, best move, mistake, best move. And boy, what an advantage I had here. They played the best move of pushing the pawn, and then I spent 45 seconds on this one. I probably could have done a little bit more. Let's see what what the options are here. The knight is definitely under attack, and it's not like I would sacrifice my queen. So there's this move, but what I saw after this was takes, and they've got their queen in the middle of the board here with the knight attacked, the pawn attacked, reinforced. And when I went down that line, I said, nope, not a good idea. So then I thought, okay, here or here. I didn't necessarily think about any of these squares. Knight f7. Is the best move. If the rook takes, I take back with check, and I win the other rook. This would have been a blunder because they just take, and there's no way. If they don't take, let's say they do some other move, then I could either take here with check, and if they take here, then I've got queen up, and then that king is under a lot of pressure. They would do this tactic, I think, and so I'd have to get my queen on g6, but at that point it'd be check. So this is forced. And then probably get rook up to threaten this. They would do the exchange here. They check. I'd hide. And I'd have an entire minor piece and a pawn. 2 pawns to play with. Oh, so many reasons. But instead I retreat back and they take, and I still have the lead here. H1. H1 scared me. Because they could just even the position here. Oh, wait. Oh, I would have gained a rook and a queen for this. I think I psyched myself out because of this pin. For some reason I thought, okay, if I can't take back here and I have to take with the queen, that's going to be an even trade. But they took a pawn first, and that would have been better. This would have also allowed for rook to g1, which is what I was hoping to get at, but just these tiny little miscalculations got in the way of me. Yeah, they do this, I take, they do that. I saw this, and I should have avoided it. I knew once I was on this diagonal, they would have gained the tempo there. They could have gone. Oh, no, never mind, because I got this. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, just stay off the diagonal. Stay off the diagonal is what I should have kept telling myself. But I was thinking, okay, this is when my time was getting low. I was like, okay, gotta start making moves here. I almost ran out of time there with 1.7 on the clock. And then they just have me scrambling. Yeah. They could have just perpetual checked at that point. And that was just a blunder. So went from maybe a draw with perpetual checks to complete blunder and losing the game. Play one more, Pat. We can't go out like this. You were really playing well. It sure was a great attack. You guys are great. Thanks for the support. I'll see you next time.